Guys, it's your girl Kerry and Camille back with another story time. Now, before I get into today's story time, I want to extend a special welcome to my first time viewers on this channel. If it's your first time here, big up yourself, welcome to the family. And of course, if you're a subscriber, you've been here before, you're a regular day one, don't know, big up yourself. Thank you so much for your support. Now, this story time took place in 2003. 2003, not 2013, 2003. So that's a couple years ago, well. And that was before Instagram, before TikTok, before, I think, Facebook. Yeah, almost in the dark ages. Now, during that time, my class at the University of the West Indies was the first class to ever do the Natural Resources Management program. And I mentioned that because there were only 3 of us in that class, and that meant every field trip we'd jump in our lecturer van back and we'd go on a road. It sweet me. So this story time now occurred in the westernmost part of the island. I'm gonna put it somewhere here because YouTube can do that, right? Now bear in mind, yeah, in 2003, Highway 2000 never done neither. Yeah? So the journey to get there took some effort, right? Anyhow, so we are in Dolphin Head Mountains, and there was a standard forest there, dry limestone forest that was untouched, or so we thought, untouched dry limestone forest. And my lecturer, being a forest ecologist, he rope us in for us to help him to collect data. Now, this particular trip was memorable for several reasons, and you'll hear what those are as the story progresses. So we're in this nice dry limestone forest, and don't let the name fool you, right? It wasn't dry because the humidity was 98%. It was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. If my memory serves me right, that time I had just started my locks, and if I had processed hair going on that field trip, I know I would have ended up with an afro puff. It was stifling, yeah? Any of you who do work in forests or any outdoor kind of activities, the best way to protect yourself is to wear long sleeve shirts, pants, tuck them into your shoes, the works, right? Because you don't want to be bitten by mosquitoes and ants and have thorns and bristles and all of these things scratching you up. So you have to, so on top of the heat, on top of the humidity, you're fully clothed. And don't forget, we're not just walking for leisure, we're doing work. So we had equipment with us. So we have our soil testing kits and measuring tape and bags to collect tree samples. Well, but pack up our things, right? We're now coming to the end because we realize now we're going upslope and it's starting to get less dense. We actually start to feel a breeze. And I'm like, yes, 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 yes. So as we're walking, I'm starting to take deeper breaths because I'm like, yeah, man, we're coming out of the bush now. Except as we were approaching the clearing, the air was punctuated with marijuana. Am I even allowed to say that on YouTube? I don't know. If I have to take it out, I will. But yeah, let's just say the air was very green. So I was like... So we continue walking and we are in a marijuana field. No, me not talk, within your eyesight. Weed. You look left, right, there's ganja. And I'm like, okay, I guess the forest ends here. Now, I started fretting because in the back of my mind, I'm saying, yes, Lord, this is how I am going to die. All of a sudden, a helicopter is going to descend from the sky with police. They're going to pull me up. They're going to say, yes, you have been arrested with drug trafficking or attempts to export. That's what I was saying in my brain, right? Of course, none of that happened. However, at some juncture while we're walking, my lecturer starts to shout out a name. make up a name for the purposes of this story. So my lecturer is like, Joe, yo, Joe. Of course, there's no response. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, so we're gonna call in additional people in this scenario. No, let me add some more context to this, guys. We just came out of a forest, proper forest. No, no, not even mango tree in the forest. Cause you know mango trees are, a human being would have to drop a mango seed for the mango tree grow. Prime forest, bush, 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 bush. And to then see this farm, I was like, wow, people who are in greens are not the nicest set of people. So like, why are you calling somebody's name? Anywho, so we continue walking and we start going down slope now. And then I realized that lo and behold, on the distance, on the horizon, was a shed. No, the shed wasn't a tool size shed. Like this was easily, if them didn't make the shed out of cement, it could have parked 4 vehicles. It was huge. So I was like, all right, so somebody is in this place. All of a sudden now, we see the shed open from the inside. Somebody is in the shed and the person is like, yo. So you know my heart stopped. Because the yo kind of never sounded so friendly. I wasn't sure what to expect. Started saying to myself I should have written a will from before, because this is it. I am in the middle of somebody's ganja field and we're coming face to face with this person. Anyway, the good thing about it is that my lecturer knew this man. Thank God. Because of course, I said it, right? My lecturer was doing studies on this forest for years. Of course, he would have had to develop a relationship with this man. Yeah? To convince him that he, my lecturer, is not a police, he's not an informer, him genuinely is an ecologist, a bushman doing studies, right? Doing research. So here we are now having a conversation with a man in the middle of a ganja field about ganja. And, I'm just kind of looking around because I'm saying, okay, is there any end to this? My other classmates were looking around too. And the guy eventually, Joe, he eventually started to tell us about the different strains and how he got them. And I was like, And then he started talking about how far his product reaches. I mean, clearly he didn't call the names of any of his clients, but his products were being exported, as I was thinking, right? So while editing this video, I forgot to include the fact that when Joe opened the shed and we were able to look inside, there were compressed packages from ceiling to floor. I don't even have to explain exactly what that is, right? Y'all have figured it out by now. I went through a range of emotions, but we survived, and I am sure that operation has since expanded, but I have not been back to confirm that, and I probably will not be back to confirm that. Because anywho, guys, that's it for today's story time about how it is that I and my classmates happened to have come upon some greens in the bush. There are other events that happened during that course, so I will definitely make those into separate story time, so you can look out for those. But until then, guys, continue to be safe. Remember to love yourself, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, later. Peace.